Earlier today, we were planning to drop President Biden's Irish adventure down our news agenda. He'd had his moment in the sun, and indeed the rain in Northern Ireland, observed the niceties of protocol with the UK and headed on to the Republic, which he was clearly looking forward to a great deal more. But this evening, something happened to change our minds. The president, who spoke eloquently yesterday about America was Britain's partner in peace in Northern Ireland, appeared to undermine that approach and that of his British hosts. In today's speech to the Irish Parliament in Dublin, he said the United Kingdom should be working closer with the Irish Republic to support the people of Northern Ireland. In some quarters, that has gone down like the proverbial lead balloon. The word snub was among the politer criticisms of Mr. Biden's remark.
During his fleeting visit to Belfast, he was early for everything. In Dublin, President Biden has been late for everything. He's been taking his time because he's savouring every moment south of the border, including this, his speech to the Irish Parliament, which he clearly found deeply personal.
Well, Mom, you said it would happen.
Soon, and with some architects of the Good Friday Agreement in the gallery, he turned his attention to Northern Ireland.
Peace is precious. It still needs its champions. It still needs to be nurtured.
In Belfast, he kept his opinions to himself, but here he did not, suggesting the UK was not working hard enough with Dublin to help the North.
As the Taoiseach and I have discussed, including last month in Washington, and again today, how Ireland and the United States can work together with the United Kingdom and the European Union to support the people of Northern Ireland. I think that the United Kingdom should be working closer with Ireland in this ever.
Earlier in the day, the Irish Prime Minister was asked if he thought Mr. Biden was anti-British.
I don't agree with that assessment, and that's certainly not my experience of President Biden or his administration. They're very keen to have a strong and special relationship with the United Kingdom.
And I'm not going home. I'm staying here. Isn't this an incredible place?
Only the Irish president's dog didn't play ball.
That dog.
This is for all my Irish ancestors. Fourth one for peace.
The bell put up to mark a decade of peace in Northern Ireland rung in honour of the 25th anniversary by a president who could not be more enamoured with the land of his forefathers.
I'm afraid all of my delegation is going to want to stay and not go home.
Tonight, President Biden is attending a banquet at Dublin Castle for which he arrived almost 2 hours late. He's enjoying himself, an American president relishing his Irish comfort zone.
And John is in County Mayo tonight, where preparations are underway for the presidential roadshow to arrive tomorrow. John, as you say, he's clearly enjoying himself, possibly more than the British government may have enjoyed his comments tonight. What did you make of them?
Well, Tom, we know Joe Biden is no fan of Brexit, and today he was suggesting that in relation to Northern Ireland, Anglo-Irish relations are suffering. Now, he said the UK, if he'd said the UK should work closely with Dublin, that would have been fine, but he didn't. He said the UK should work more closely with Dublin. That makes it a criticism of Rishi Sunak's government. Tom, Joe Biden spent just 17 hours in Belfast, half of them asleep. It was an extremely muted visit. His remarks at the Ulster University were restrained. He didn't criticise anybody, and I think he and the White House were frustrated by that. The sceptical among us may conclude that a leader of the free world who was unable to speak his mind chose not to hang around. By comparison, he's spending 3 days in the Irish Republic, and he is speaking his mind. He didn't mention the Democratic Unionist Party by name, but reading between the lines, he was saying, look, London, it's time to stop treating the DUP with kid gloves. It's time to work more closely with London to persuade the Democratic Unionists to get back up to Stormont, get the Assembly working again so American money can flow in and the Northern Ireland peace can become more secure.
OK, John, thanks very much indeed.